Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I love? Patreon.com/inkdependence, where patrons get access to a patron-only Discord, ad-free videos, and the joy of knowing they help support this channel. Hello folks, welcome to Inkdependence. I'm Mike, and this is, at long last, our second takes video for November. As you can imagine, I was really busy at the end of November and beginning of December, so this is kind of coming in the middle of December. That's the way it goes. It's a little mid-December treat for you. I will try to be more prompt in the future, but like, I don't know, no promises. We'll see how it goes. All right, my list is actually pretty short. I only wrote down a few things that I used in this last month, and I didn't actually... I kind of forgot to use any of these. I was going to use my little bank paper pads, and I didn't, so maybe next month. All right, so let's get going. Firstly, these little suckers, these are highlighters. So I'm going to start out with some like normal pens, and we'll take a look at what I inked this time. This is kind of how this is going to go. So this is these are Mon Ami highlighters, and I hadn't used any of these before. This comes in Mysotis, aqua green, canary yellow, and peach. This is it's a really nice little set of highlighters, and they are the New Breeze set. So getting in here and just take a look at one of them. They have on this side a wider chisel tip, and on the other side, I love a dual-sided highlighter. This has a real small chisel tip. Usually you see a bullet tip on this side and not the chisel. I kind of like the bullets type better than the tiny chisel. That's just, that works better for me in most cases, but these have actually been really good, and they are pretty darn good at highlightering over things like fountain pen and stuff like that. So I have been pretty impressed with that. Let me see if I have something here I can highlight over. So this is, our mail carrier's name is Deanna. Yeah, pretty good on this here. I got a little bit of a carryover, but this is on a Post-it note, and Post-it notes don't exactly work perfectly with highlighter, but it worked pretty well. I've used it over some highlighter, or rather some various pens and that sort of thing on some copy paper, and it worked just fine. So I was actually pretty impressed with how well these write, and I really like the colors of these. Just the highlightering colors of these in this New Breeze set have been very pleasing. I'll just try it on some of this Robert Oster signature paper here. So there's this nice kind of like purpley blue, a nice yellow. It's not too highlightery. It's kind of a brighter yellow, the seafoam green, and then this nice sort of like peachy pink. These are great colors and very pleasing to look at when you're highlighting a paper. So yeah, these are good. I was surprised by how nice these were. You can find these like I did. I think I found these at JetPens likely. So I'll put links and that sort of thing to all these things down in the description. All right, next up, I have these. These are Zebra blends, and actually you can see here, little b, big L, little e, little n, blend. I don't know why, but it is. And these are supposed to be very quiet and sort of calming pens to use. They're supposed to eliminate rattles and all that sort of thing. I have these in white as well. It's a very clean look in a white pen. I like this a lot. I like the sort of juxtaposition between the creamy white material here, the rubbery material here, and then the clear tip here. It's very interesting. And these come in ballpoint and gel. Which one is this? 0.7 gel. I also have it in a 0.5 ballpoint, although I haven't seen those in a while. I don't know if they make them anymore. But these came with a nice ballpoint. These are a 0.5 ballpoint. These little kind of demonstratory ones. And I got these from JetPens a little while ago. And I knew that the ballpoint was pretty okay. But I also really got a Mr. Nose Fur stuck to the grip here. There we go, finally. So I switched it out with these things called Sorari ballpoint refills, because I know I like those, and they're different colors. And these only come in black ink as far as I've seen, which is disappointing. If you're going to give me a gray or a pink, like a brown pink or whatever color barrel, give me a matching ink color. So if I got like a blue one of these and I started writing in black, for some reason, like I don't like that. I don't match colors that much in fountain pens, but in ballpoints, I kind of want them to match. I don't know why. So this one I replaced with a red Sorari refill, which is this one's I think a 0.7 and this is a 1.0 in reality, and neither are 0.5s. So yeah, these are really nice actually now. I had a little bit of a skippage there. And from a 1.0, this is pretty good in terms of skipping. You will definitely get more skipping on 1.0s in ballpoints than you will in other widths. I don't know why exactly. Just a big ball, perhaps, it doesn't pick up as much ink, but these actually work really well when I remember to write, when I remember to press with them. So like this probably was just, I didn't press with it very well because I'm used to writing with fountain pens. And if I just write with a really light hand, yeah, it works out pretty well, but it doesn't look quite as good as if I put a little bit of pressure on there. The red works really nicely. Now, when I first put these in pens, I was very disappointed with the performance of the Ferrari ballpoints, and so that's why I love these second takes videos, because now that I've been using them for a month or two, they're actually very good. I think they just need to get sort of worked in and get that ballpoint ink flowing well and all that sort of thing. Sometimes ballpoints have a break-in period, so remember that, kids. Break-in period on ballpoints. Respect it, and you'll like your ballpoint more. Now, another thing I like about these that I didn't know because I only had the opaque ones before is that there is actually a metal weight right here by your fingers. You can see it here. Can I see it in this one? I guess I can see it's a little shiny there, but I guess I had no idea that was what I was looking at, because you can't see it. But that puts the weight of this pen right there. Like, all the weight in this pen is pretty much right at your fingers, and that makes it a very pleasing writing experience. Now, you can probably hear a little bit of a rattle here, but once you depress the knock, totally silent. There's a little shock absorber here in the tip. This up here holds fast. Nothing rattles, shakes, makes a noise. It's actually, they got it right with the blend. I think this is very cool, and this design looks nice too. So yeah, good job on the zebra blend. Check these out. I like them a lot. Here's the black gel in case you wanted to see what that looks like. It's a nice opaque dark gel. Works really well, but I like the ballpoints a little bit better than the gel on this one. It's just kind of my preference for that. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you. I think the gel works really well. All right, next up are a couple other gel pens, and these match or go with my black Intergel Permanent. I've also heard these called Intergel Ultras in the past, and it's not on here anywhere that I can find, but I've definitely heard them called that. And this is a permanent gel ink, and it seems like it's pretty good at being permanent. I feel like it performs a little differently than the usual ones, and I did some like water testing on these, and it seemed good. I use these for addressing envelopes a lot of times because I know that it's not going to run, and it gives you a really nice color, actually. One thing that ballpoints never really do well is green ink. Just a ballpoint green is almost 100% of the time, 90% of the time, gonna suck. But a green gel pen looks great. And the blue, I think, is very nice. It's very opaque. It's consistent, kind of jumps off the page a little bit at you. I like it a lot. These write really well. Intergels are some really good gel pens. And it's nice that they're permanent. All right, two more gel pens, then we'll talk about fountain pens here a little bit. So these are Pilot G-Tex. I've got them in 3 and 4, and that 3 and 4 refers to the size of the tip here. So we have a 0.4 millimeter and a 0.3 millimeter. This right here is a 0.7 millimeter. So this is going to be a very fine point. We'll do the 0.4 first. So very, very fine point. The orange works pretty well. Let's check out the red. Works okay. So one thing is that this paper has a texture. You can actually see the texture a little bit, and that is really messing with these very fine points. And I think maybe even here a little bit, you can see how it like jumps across those lines. When you use no pressure on a ballpoint, you get that as well. So this is really good for writing in your planners. So if you're using a smaller planner like I am, my planner so far this next year is going to be this little Kokio Jibun Techo mini. Is that what it's called? Did I even say? It's a mini anyway. And so you don't have a whole lot of room to write in these little spaces. And these 0.3 and 0.4 gels do a really good job in these notebooks. So that's what I will usually use in here when I need to write a bunch of stuff, because they're real fine. The paper is very smooth. And so it gives you a good performance in there. But they're not for every use. They're just not. But for specific uses, very good. All right, last up in standard pens. Two standard pens that I picked up this last month-ish. Firstly, of course, our Tactile Turn seasonal for 2023's winter season. This is the Nitro. I love this pen. I think it's gorgeous. It's got a great weight. I love a Tactile Turn. In fact, I just got a new one that I can't show you because it's not from November. It's from December. I just got it. But you'll see an unboxing for that very soon if you haven't already. And yeah, it's great. It's got just the right weight and size and all that sort of thing for me. I love the depth of that metallic shimmer in the brown there. Gorgeous. And then this one is the Kara's Customs Modal. And I really like the Modal. This one came out for Black Friday, so I had a little bit before that. I love the little sweep here on the bolt action. It's just a very, very fidgety pen, and I really like that. You've probably seen my video for this. The clip is extremely good. I really like the clip on here. In fact, I think these are two of the best clip designs out there for this kind of pen. Just this one, which has the single bolt and a pin, it has been rock solid for me. I really like that. I like the look of it. And this one with the miniature ink style clip from Kara's, Very good. And I really like the way this one writes as well. I did put a Pilot Juice bright orange refill in this, but I don't know if I'll keep it. We'll see how it goes. On some papers, this bright orange refill is just kind of like hard to read a little bit, so I might put something else in there. You can see it's kind of an apricot-y sort of orange. It's not as dense as I would like. I'm still like trying to figure out what exact refill I want to put in here, but works with those Pilot G2 refills, and so there's a whole bunch of things that fit. So modal. This one, which you can still get until the end of the year, the 31st is when this one stops being available. This one has been available sporadically over at Kara's Pen Co. I don't know if there'll be any when you look or not, but they've been sort of like rolling these out, sometimes to their members, sometimes to the public. But there are a few different colors of this now that look really good. You'll see more colors of this in the future, I'm sure, because it's a very nice pen. All right, let's talk about what I inked up this month. We're only going to talk about the November ones in here. Let's see. Firstly, where does November start? I was very restrained, actually. So here we go. I guess this is the first one I inked up on the 2nd of November. This is my SD Raven, which I really like this Raven pen. It's so good. I changed the ink over from Robert Oster's $10 green, which kind of went bad on me a little bit. It got kind of stringy, and I'm like, oh, I don't like that. I think the ink might have been contaminated in some way, but I gave this a deep clean, and I syringe filled it with Kobe number 22 Shinkachi gold. I thought I've been saying that wrong this whole time. I think it's Shinkachi gold, and it is a really cool green gold color, real nice in this broad nib, and I haven't seen any sign of it going bad. I figured putting a sailor in there would kill off whatever I didn't kill off with like soap and water and vinegar and everything else that I threw at this pen. Next up, my Waldman. This got here. I love this pen. This got here in November. It has this custom engraving that they did at the San Francisco show. I love that I got this done. I was really hesitant to do it, but it's super good. There's Scraggle's little ears. She captured it perfectly. Thank you, Stephanie. And then our 3 cats, Mr. Nose, Katy Purry, and or rather Clipsy, Katy Purry, and Mr. Nose, each with their little distinguishing white features on their face. Katy has done. Clipsy has that around her face there, and Mr. Nose has it right there on his face. Wait, did I get that wrong? No, I did it backwards. So these are the white blazes. Whoops. So yeah, there's Mr. Nose's white blaze. Oh, did you hear me talking about you? There it is. I know, there it is live. I was just talking about you, pal. Anyway, gorgeous pen, and I inked it up with a cat-themed ink, which is this Dominant Industry and Wonder Pens Tuna Gray, named for one of their cats that they have there in the shop. How fun is that? Then I also inked up Andurilium Vampire Squid. Oh no, that was in October. Nope, we're gonna keep going. Here we go. Diamine Terracotta in my new Elox Orange and Gray. This is that pen, and this pen is fantastic. I did a little unboxing video for you over on my channel for this, so check this out. This is a good looking pen, and I really like this Diamine Terracotta in there. It is real good. Then I had a little bit of a break until the 18th when I put Mont Goshiki Ochre in the TWSBI Eco T Rosso, which is this one right here. I kind of wanted to see how this ink looked in a pen because I was dubious. I didn't think I was going to like it, but in this broad nib on this TWSBI, it's very readable. It's kind of a soft, like reddish, pinkish, like a real soft Corinth pink, I think is what we got going on there. But Eco T Rosso, very nice pen. Then next up, I put Sailor Moroccan Mint Tea in this little sailor here because it finally arrived. You can see that is a very nice sort of, I don't know, kind of a yellowish green color. I was a little bit dubious that was going to work in this pen, but it totally did. So there it is. Took a little while to find it. It was right in front of me. So this is the Moroccan Mint Tea right here. This is a really pretty pen from Sailor, and I got it as a pre-order from Endless Pens a long time ago, and it finally came in November. So, you know, it got here, but it's been really good with this ink, and I like it a lot. Next up, we've got, oh, no, is that it? That's it. That's all I did in November. I was very good. Don't look at these. These are for next month, but there's Moonbeam. How fun is that thing? So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only inked up 5 pens in November, y'all. That is a wildly small number of pens for me to have inked up. There we go. That's all of them. That's all the pens I inked up. How neat is that? Usually I ink up way more pens, but I was very restrained. So that's it. That's it for November. I'll see you, I don't know, probably beginning of January for December. And until then, you know, happy holidays for all the holidays. So many holidays between now and the next time I do a second take. So I will see you after all of those are done. Until then, take care of yourselves. Take care of other people. Think about what you put out in the world. Make it a better place. And peace out. Nose, do you have anything to say? No, he doesn't. That's it. Bye.